Thank you for staying with us for the AM News. Now, in our first story, through an intervention by the Rotary Club, residents of Agortime Adidome in the Agortime Ziopa district of the Volta region will no longer rely on muddy water from the Red Volta, a tributary of the Volta Lake. Now, the Rotary Club of Ho joined forces with the Rotaract District 9102 to construct a mechanized borehole facility with fetching points in the community. There's more in this report.
Agortime Adidome, a farming community, relies on water from the Red Volta, a tributary of the Volta Lake. The water gets polluted with chemicals due to the rampant spraying activities in the enclave. They lament getting ill sometimes after consuming the water. They also designed mechanisms to conserve rainwater for domestic use.
We rely on River Todwe, but due to these chemicals used, the river is polluted. We find it difficult to get access to potable drinking water.
Given this, the Rotary Club constructed a mechanized borehole for the community. It brings to an end the era of relying on unwholesome water.
The water project falls under the Rotary area of focus, which is water and sanitation. So we are entreating the community to take very good care of this project so that they can have potable drinking water to serve the community. So on behalf of the Rotary Club of Ho and the Rotaract District 9102, we want to say a very big thank you to the community for having patience for us to complete this project. Rotary Club of Ho this year has executed about 28 projects, which is spanning from education, water and sanitation, maternal health, and many other projects within the Volta and Uti regions.
The chiefs and people of Agortime Adidome lauded the initiative and appreciated the efforts of the Rotary Club.
Our borehole break down, and we contacted a Rotary Club Ho branch, and they come to our aid from 2021. By the grace of God, they have done a solid project for us. And this project that they have done for us today is going to live for longer period. So we want to thank Rotary Club for coming to our aid to support us. And we believe and we also promise that we'll maintain this borehole, and out of this borehole, we'll get other support. The money, when we sell the water, the money that we are going to get, we use to support the community in other developmental project.
Fred Kwame Asari, Joy News, Agortime Adidome.
Now, the executive director of the Kumasi Institute of Technology and Environment, Ishmael Ejekumhene, wants the independent power producers to be measured in their demands. The IPP say government owes them $1.7 billion. Now, they say they will shut down their plants today if government fails to honor payment terms.
Without the IPPs, we don't have enough on our own. BRA's assets will not be enough to meet our demand, so we need them. So if they shut off their plants, it means that we're going back to Dumso. And what was Dumso? Dumso was as a result of lack of generation, okay? We didn't have enough to meet our demand. Okay. So if somebody says that I've shut my plans down because you owe me, and we go, the lights go up, it's also Dumso in disguise. So I just want to believe that a solution will be found. I'm quite optimistic, and I hope a solution will be found. I also would like to plead with the IPPs. I mean, I don't know where they're going to find $500 million within, if they have it. I believe, $500 million US is a lot of money. It's almost like saying that give us everything that we got from IMF and before we continue to give you power. I think that there's been a long relationship, and I believe that they should be able to.
But the thing is that they also need liquid to stay afloat. They are in business. If without the liquid, they cannot continue producing, and that's why it's important that government pays for whatever it takes.
Oh, you please don't misunderstand me. I mean, they've even tried by not demanding 100% and say they need 30%. Okay, because that's what they're entitled to. You've actually produced, you have received the invoices. It's been okay that you owe me that much. I mean, Elsewhere, the proper business practices, they will turn off the plugs.
Okay.
But really, when you have a country that is just coming out from an IMF program or just gotten an IMF program, where even we are unable to even pay bondholders their money. We must be in some crisis, okay? So I think they may probably have to use that as a basis, but I mean, that's entirely their decision.
Okay.
But I'm happy they are talking, okay? Because last week they told us that they hadn't had any meeting with the government, but now that they are talking, I believe something positive will come out of it.
In our next story, the Nkwanta Community Senior High School in the Oti region has won this year's Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Regional Competition. They won with a small-scale farm irrigation project when developed would help farmers in the rural community where the school is located cultivate crops all year round to ensure food security. Peter Senu has the rest of the story.
5 out of 25 senior high schools in the Oti region took part in the 2023 fourth edition of the Energy Commission Renewable Energy Challenge. Nkwanta Community Senior High, Rara Senior High, Biakuye Senior High, Dudipapasi Senior High Technical, and Akakpo Senior High Technical schools took part in the competition. The schools developed projects around the theme Mechanized Small-Scale Agriculture Using Renewable Technologies. Nkwanta Community Senior High School won the 2023 edition in the Oti region. The school developed a mechanized irrigation system with a submersible pump that can be used on small-scale farms for all-year crop production. According to the students, the project is appropriate for the catchment area they find themselves as peasant community. They want support and adoption of the project.
Nkwanta is really a rural area where we've been farming. All the work we do, the dominant work is farming. And so we thinking that the government will embark and help us or do this in large scale so that our parents will be able to have access to them.
Our school is a day school, so for that matter, the students coming from their various homes coming to the school for training is very difficult. And then we also have financial problems. So we have gone through a lot of difficulties in terms of financial support. So we need people to come around to support our school.
Julius Nkansa Nyako is one of the senior managers at the Energy Commission. According to him, the project by the school is innovative and when developed would boost agriculture and food production at the various farm gates in the region.
The projects are aimed at helping our farmers in managing how their farms are irrigated. So the winning project, which was developed and presented by Nkwanta Community Senior High Technical School, was really very innovative, and it was a solar-powered irrigation system where you have they were using renewable energy source of power to irrigate farm crops. And I must tell you, it was really interesting. And when these projects are developed further and refined, they will be able to help improve how our farms are irrigated to increase crop production yield at the farm gates.
According to Kofi Ejako, one of the directors at the Energy Commission, they are working with Center for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, to develop and adopt projects for large-scale manufacture, which patency would be owned by the schools.
The objective of the collaboration, just as it is to develop a source of income for the schools, we are going to take another step forward to ensure that the technology is patented so that nobody steals it away from you. So as you struggle to put in your maximum best, I want you to have it at the back of your minds that if your project comes top and it is developed further into a commercial product, you are going to own the patent.
Peter Sen for Joy News.
Now, the pharmaceutical industry relies on certain materials known as excipients to formulate drugs. Unfortunately, these materials are mostly imported and gnaw into the import bill of the industry. But what if excipients from natural sources, that is, these plants or food, could come to the rescue? That is what Miriam Elbwachi Jesse, Ghana's first female professor of pharmaceuticals, is leveraging to help the country produce cheaper drugs. Love FM's Kwesi Deborah has more in this report.
After completing her bachelor's degree in pharmacy at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, she fell in love with the processes drugs go through before they are made available for consumption. Mariam then took up the field of pharmaceutics, a branch of pharmacy concerned with the formulation and quality analysis of drugs to help her fulfill that desire. She completed both her master's and doctorate degrees in pharmaceutics at KNUST.
Because it is reported that sub-Saharan African region, we spend about 70 to 90% of the budget, the national budget, to import drugs as raw materials or as finished products. And this is seriously affecting us in terms of good health and well-being. And so that is one area that my research focuses on, to use naturally available or locally available natural polymers as excipients, and so far so good, it's working, and we are at various stages of development. The other aspects that we are into is quality control. Now, there are a lot of substandard and counterfeit or fake medications in the system, and I know the regulatory agencies do a lot of post-market surveillance to check the quality of drugs on the market. However, it's not enough. So one of the key things that we do is that we try our best to do this post-market surveillance. We pick samples of drugs from pharmacies, from over-the-counter medicine seller shops, and test them to make sure that they are up to standard.
One of her earliest works, which was published in the 2012 edition of Asian Journal of Pharmaceutical and Clinical Research, focused on naturally occurring gums as excipients in the pharmaceutical industry, was promising. Professor Mariam and colleagues found that adding cashew gum to paracetamol enhanced the drug's mechanical strength while not hindering how the drug is released in the body.
With the local excipients that we are looking into, so far we've done extensive work on okra pectin, and it has shown very promising results. And so the future is bright, actually. And one key thing about this research is that, you know, in Ghana, we have seasons for certain food products, so like yam and okra. And during the bumper season, we have them in abundance, and we have no way of storing any of it. And then in the lean season, there's nothing. It's all gone bad, left to rot on the farms. Now, this research area helps in preventing this post-harvest wastage. So we are not competing with the food industry, no, but the excess products, the pharmaceutical industry is now going to mop it up. So all the excess okra, all the excess yam and other food crops that have pectin that we have extracted, we are going to convert this post-harvest wastage into wealth for the farmers and for all those involved. And also, eventually, it will lead to reduction in the cost of medications.
Mariam Elbwachi Jesse is one of the youngest associate professors at the KNUST, some few years shy of 40. She's excited her feat to inspire the next generation of scientists.
I'm actually quite humbled. It's a very humbling experience. One of my main aims teaching over the past decade has not been just to impart knowledge to students in the lecture halls, but also to guide and inspire them. And what better way to do this than to show them that it can be done?
Reporting for Joy News, Kwesi Deborah.
Well, let's stay in the Ashanti region, where 25 schools, including Prempeh College, are gearing up to dethrone Opoku Ware School for the bragging rights as the quest to crown a school as the best science school in the region begins today. The three-day contest will see some of the region's best schools slug it out for academic supremacy. Emmanuel Bright-Kweku has more from Kumasi.
Sights and sounds as schools qualify for the regional and national championship. 80 schools in the Ashanti region battled it out for one of the 18 available slots for the region. The schools will be joining 8 seeded schools from the region to square up in the regional championship. Presently, Opoku Ware wields the bragging rights as the champions in the region. But would they pay loyalty to Akata Slopsa and allow the trophy slip them by as the two lovebirds clash in a contest?
What is going to happen?
We will slaughter them, we will slaughter them, we will step on them, we will kill them.
Well, the girls are not the only ones eyeing the trophy. 24 other schools in the region are set to clinch the regional title. While some are fixated on the trophy, others only want to unseat high-grade schools.
As for now, I want to unseat either Prempeh or WAS.
You want to unseat?
His prayers may have been answered as he clashes with Prempeh College. Another highly anticipated contest will be one between the host school Prempeh College and T.I. Amidia Senior High School. They have a message for the boys from the Greenland.
We possess good morals and high integrity. What is Prempeh College, Opoku Ware, to you?
To me, what is Prempeh College in Opoku Ware?
To Amas. Are they your small boys also? What are
1 year. They are in kindergarten. They are even toddlers to us. Actually, I don't even know what to say.
10 tackles. 10 tackles. There was 10 tackles. 10 tackles.
Last year, we weren't able to come because of certain reasons. But this year, we are fully prepared. We are fully armed.
Kumasi Anglican Secondary School is entering the championship as the highest scoring school from the qualifiers.
We are all ordinary people, but our cast is an extraordinary person because we have extra strategies for them. We are the brilliant students in Ghana. No doubt to doubtless. We are going to win it 7 times.
For a number of students, it is time to make a statement for their schools.
You know, World Cup, who won? Argentina. They were wearing what? Blue. You get me? Champions League, who won? Man City. Their jersey is what? This year is our year, and we are also wearing what?
We are not scared.
For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Bright-Kweku.
And on that brilliant note, we cap off the news. But do stay with us. The news review is up next.